Welcome to the Untitled Podcast, very first episode, October 30th, 2014. Hopefully this will be out by Halloween. I say untitled because we have no idea what the title is going to be yet.
Well,
and
I'm pretty sure you guys already know that because, well, you're in the future, we are in the past, so...
That's true. We might, if you see, hopefully you will actually see what it's called in the title. I don't know
if you
will.
don't, then I don't know what to say.
I don't either. But, this is, by the way, do you like how nice this room is? Anybody that is actually watching the video, we made or it's recorded in Minecraft, and we have this sweet setup with a table and everything, a chandelier, and bookshelves.
Yes, we're in modded.
Apparently we read a lot, because this has to be like hundreds of books. But,
Only hundreds?
100. Well, maybe. No, I think it would only be hundreds.
I don't feel like counting.
10 books per thing. I don't know. Anyway. This is going to be a thing where we talk, obviously. I'm going to, it's going to be hosted on SoundCloud. I'm going to try and get it up on iTunes so you can download it. Otherwise, you'll just have to stream it from SoundCloud, and that would be sort of bad.
Why sort of bad?
Well, I don't know, because people, if they want to listen to this, in their car on their way to work or something,
I would feel honored then.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
They would want it to be downloaded beforehand.
Oh, I suppose. Yeah,
instead
alright,
of streaming and wasting their phone or whatever.
Alright.
But yeah, that's how that's gonna work. We have a few topics to start off with. I think we're gonna follow this format, but I'm not sure. First of all, we'll talk about gaming news. And we have a few games for that. And then I think we might have a special sort of topic every episode where we talk about anything and everything. I don't know. It'll be different depending on the episode. This one is going to be Halloween, obviously. Halloween is tomorrow. And, yeah, let's start the show. Alright, we are, right now, we are known as Inside Out Gamers. I am Travis, aka Deathright, and that is...
I am 300 AB, also known as Jamie.
Apparently he goes by his his username before his name.
Mm-hmm.
I won't ever call you your username.
Well...
I might have at one point, actually.
You have, in video.
Oh, God.
And then we decide against it. But anyway, that
First
is
off,
I was gonna say that it was our introduction, but
yeah.
you probably know this.
As you can see, we're very, very professional. We've
Oh,
done this hundreds of times before.
Don't forget your snacks.
And my snacks, yeah, that's
not
true.
yours. The viewers.
Oh, their snacks.
Yeah, they
can
snacks.
They can give me snacks too if they want.
We don't have a PO box.
Oh, yeah. We could give them our real address, but I'm not sure how that would work out. But anyway, first off, we have Assassin's Creed Unity to talk about. And I am extremely excited for this. I think we both are.
Indeed.
It comes out November 11th, just like, a week and a half or so away, and I keep throwing things around on my desk. I don't know why I do that.
Because you're so professional that you're just flaunting your stuff.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you're not female.
Wow,
actually, that'd be more interesting, but anyway. And
okay,
that's the part where you play the audience laughing in the background.
Haha. Cue audience laugh track.
Yes, cue the crickets.
Anyway, so this game, I've been a follower of Assassin's Creed. I think we might have both been followers of Assassin's Creed since the first.
I started on the The second one was already out when I started, though.
I remember playing it right whenever the first one came out. I rented it, and I never actually finished that one. I can't remember why, but I mean, this was like 5 years ago or something.
Really, 5 years ago?
Yeah, probably. I mean, there's been
True. Yeah.
this
Yeah.
would be the fifth or fourth. Well, yeah, this would be the fifth
Assassin's Creed
game.
V.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto V
Um,
as well. Oh my.
Speaking of that, they're not. They said they're not going to do the number thing anymore. All of the Assassin's Creed titles are going to be like this from now on.
Nameless.
No, just with like
I
Assassin's
meant
Creed
numberless.
Black
My bad.
Flag, Unity, Rogue.
Oh, Black Flag. That's a discussion for another day.
It could be a discussion for this day, but I mean it is pretty relevant. But
It literally was the most previous, the prior to this one. So I suppose you're right.
yeah. So Unity.
Oh,
They
and
improved on everything just about that I have loved in Assassin's Creed games.
they removed some things we didn't like as well.
Yeah. Remember when I think it was like in Brotherhood or something, that was like really the only game that ever had horses, wasn't it?
That was the first game, I believe, that you could ride horses in town.
Oh, was it? I remember I think there was like I
Because
thought it was Brotherhood too that you could ride horses in town.
brother, the third one was the one where they first introduced Ezio. Oh, actually no, the second one. Yeah.
Yeah, that second one would have been
Brotherhood.
yeah. Well, it was Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
Oh, and then Revelations.
Revelations, yeah.
Yeah, Revelations. You couldn't ride horses in town. That was when they introduced the hook blade.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
That was the one that showcased the most you, the most of the Creed. Well, not the Creed necessarily. The assassins as a whole, as a group.
Yeah. I think Brotherhood really showed us more of that. It was a lot different between the first Assassin's Creed and then Ezio's era, and even then on, because the Creed was really really close back in Altair's time, and I'm not
the
sure if
clothes
that's
were a
where
lot
it
tighter
started.
too.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
No, they were. Altair
Really?
looks a lot more slimmer than Ezio.
Ah.
Also, the reason I say that, or I believe that Revelations was the one that showcased the most was because they improved on the missions for the your assassins, the ones you've recruited, and they also added there's this one mission that you have unlimited recalls of assassin followers, and it's just raining assassins everywhere. You remember that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
I
why
actually tried to walk through that one, I remember.
I walked through it, and then I
I
got hit,
tried.
and then
I kept getting hit.
and it went to hell in a handbasket then.
And I don't even remember. I might have replayed it until I got it right too. But I just felt like that was the way the mission was supposed to be played.
That was actually how it was supposed to be played. It says one of the perk things, you know how every game has the get all golden rings or something like that, like Mario, it's the gold coins
Yeah.
or the stars rather. It had a bonus thing that it said do not attack enemies.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, okay. But anyway, on Unity, the parkour, needless to say, looks just absolutely amazing. And what the heck was that?
It's probably just a bat.
I think it was haunted. I think this place is haunted.
Well,
Might
I
have
mean,
to pick a new location.
the roof is like charcoal black, so
Yeah, it is.
Um,
Um,
now in the in Assassin's Creed Unity, you can also finally jump off of buildings, or rather safely jump off of buildings, like
You can,
rappel.
you can go down, like, you can scale down the buildings a lot quicker than you ever were before. Or than you ever were able to before.
Safely.
Just, yeah. I don't even know, are the haystacks still a thing? Because I feel like they shouldn't be. It just doesn't seem realistic in the slightest. I mean, they're cool and they're fun, but
Well, it mostly depends on how much muscle the assassin has, in a way.
well, I mean, if you're like hundreds of feet up and you fall down
Well, yeah, I
into
meant
like a
like the
four,
clock towers, yeah, of course. But
like a 3 or 4 foot haystack, you're still gonna die, or at least get severely injured.
sure,
But
it never showed how long you were hurt. So you could have like broken your appendages several times.
just keep on fighting like nothing happened.
Well, that's technically possible, but I mean, when the time lapses, after you turn in a mission, there's a short period of time before X goes on.
Well, in free roam though, the haystacks. I mean,
True.
but anyway, the combat and they have so many. It's so personalized as well.
They
Like,
they also claim that they made it harder as well.
oh,
Like don't just keep tapping counter and you will be God. They removed
yeah,
that supposedly. I certainly hope they did so properly rather. Especially I think they felt more so compelled to do that because of the fact that it is co-op, you know.
yeah. So it would make it a little bit easier too, and also. I had to say I still had a hard time with the old combat system. You just pulled out your wand.
Yes, yes. I put it on the table though. I didn't want any tricks up my sleeves.
Oh, okay. Um, uh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the what was I saying? Actually, I forget.
Though you still had problems with the old combat system, you said?
Oh yeah, well
Like,
I still find it. I find it sort of difficult, even in that state where you just like pretty much tap a button and move
um,
around every once in a while.
I think the most difficult thing to going back on the old games was the getting used to the controls again because I mean not to they were perfect for the time, but now that controls are more seamless and things, it just felt clunky.
Oh my god, yeah. Like have you've seen footage of like the Batman games, like Arkham.
No, I
The
have
combat in that is so seamless. It's so good. It is the best combat I've ever seen in any game ever.
including Dark Souls.
Way, way better than Dark Souls.
Hmm.
I mean, Dark Souls is good for what the game is, but the
Best
combat
Souls
is
combat.
just it's
Yeah.
it's free flowing combat. You can
Move in and move
do
out as you wish.
yeah, you can pretty much fight any way you want, and I have no idea how much programming is behind that, but it looks so good, and it's only getting better.
Considering it's probably one of the first actually name brand titles that's getting treated properly,
Yeah, I know,
like
because
a
you
movie
I've
character,
never seen any other superhero type game
Well,
be as good as the Batman Arkham games.
besides Spider-Man, Spider-Man's generally
Well, that was
like,
true. Spider-Man was pretty good.
I believe I played all of the Spider-Man games on PS3 for the most part at least.
Yeah, I think I've played all of them as well.
But
Um,
sadly, they weren't good enough to where I remember anything about them, like at all. And
I
that
remember
kind of
that
sounds really sad, but
in the actual like numbered Spider-Man games, I remember those having really really fun
especially
web
three,
slinging things.
especially three.
Yeah. But anyway, back on topic. Speaking of topic, Rogue.
Yes,
I don't
Rogue.
understand. I mean I get the whole we want boats thing, and that was pretty fun in Black Flag, but I don't know why. I mean, I guess because people want a different game. They don't want Assassin's Creed anymore. They want that, whatever the heck that is.
Which is I found kind of weird because the director of Black Flag, he said he really loved Assassin's Creed 2 the most,
And
which
there was like nothing
that's
to
polar
do
opposite,
with.
really.
Yeah, it's a fun game on its own. I'll give it that. That whole mechanic is fun on its own. I do not think it belongs in an Assassin's Creed game, though.
I also did I beat the entire Black Flag without doing a single silent kill as well. I mean, it's not because I didn't feel like it, but it's because it wasn't it wasn't practical.
Yeah. So I don't understand why they keep. I mean, I guess they're just catering to those people that like the boats, and that's why they're making Rogue. I don't think it has a place to go any further, though. I do not want to see another game like that past Rogue. I don't even think.
Unless it's a separate
Rogue
game
should
entirely
exist.
different from the story, you know.
Exactly. If
And that's what
Ubisoft
Rogue
wants to
is.
take these mechanics and go off from Assassin's Creed and start their own like pirate series or whatever, that would be great, and I'd probably play that. But
I would
it's mocking
as well.
Assassin's Creed.
That's why we refer to Black Flag as, well, Black Flag, not
Yeah,
Assassin's Creed
it has
4.
nothing to do with Assassins really. You are a pirate up until like the last 10 minutes of the game.
And even when you did get I don't want to spoil anything. When you did get a actual assassin type weapon, I never used it except for when it was literally required by the mission.
Yeah. I just think. I mean, I don't know. I don't like that
I
at
do
all.
like the fact that they are trying to show that the Templars are right in their own way.
Yeah, I did really like that about the story
like the
because it
concept,
showed
but,
because
yeah.
we've only ever seen up until that point we had only ever seen the assassin's point of view of things, and you know the assassins are enemies of the Templars, so of course they're always going to be going, they're the worst person or they're the worst people ever. They're doing all of this bad. They're just bad.
Oh,
And then we see things from the Templars' point of view, and they both sort of want the same thing.
they do want the same thing. That's why they're so motivated.
Yeah, they just go about it a little bit differently. And assassins always thought of as assassins, we've always pictured the Templars as these murderers that all they ever do is wrong. They don't have any morals.
And considering the fact that the guy in Assassin's Creed Rogue, I mean, it's called Rogue for a reason.
Yeah.
He was an ex-assassin and he joined the Templars actually. Now he's hunting down assassins. I kind of hope they don't go about it like the Creed has wronged him and now he wants revenge. I hope he was turned via their the fact that they convinced him that they were right. I mean, which is perfectly logical because I mean they do believe they're right, so
Yeah.
or else they wouldn't do it.
I do hope though, if they are showing a lot more of the Templar story with Rogue, I will be watching someone play that. I'm not going to pick it up probably myself though.
If I got it for free, I would play it. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, besides that, no.
But I hope they handle the Templar side well. The story, they need to explain their intentions. They need to show absolutely that they think what they're doing is right. They have proper morals, and they have reasons as to why the assassins are wrong and the assassins are bad. I hope they handle that right.
Yes.
But
I mean, there actually has been another assassin which did go rogue. I mean, Connor's father.
What was it? Hatham, I think, or
Something.
was that Hatham?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was Hatham Kinway.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, was that? I can't even remember if
No,
that
Kinway
was.
is the you know.
Well, that was his father. That was Edward Kinway, wasn't it?
Oh, Kinway's his last name. I got
Yeah.
confused because they always refer to him as Kinway for some reason.
Yeah.
For the most
That
part.
happens in a lot of things. Like a lot of stories, they refer to him as the last name, which I never see happen.
Yeah, I've had people refer to me as my last name, and it's very awkward.
Yeah, I mean, there's multiple people with that name. I don't understand why people would use that. Like, there's multiple people that you probably know that have that last name.
Me?
No, well, I'm
In
saying
general?
in general, if you're talking to
I've
someone
never
with that last name, you
I've
probably
never
know
met
some of their family members.
I've never met uh anyone with the it's always officials that would do it. But I've never met anyone besides maybe one other person that isn't in my family that's had my last name. So,
Hmm.
uh,
I don't actually think I've ever seen anybody with my last name either. I do know a few people, or know of a few people. I've met one person named Travis.
I've met a
I've
few
heard of a
people
few other
named
people.
Jamie.
I actually don't think I've met anybody else called Jamie.
I've actually met one like a proper meeting, not like hi, this is your
Yeah,
name.
no,
No,
yeah.
yeah.
I used to be friends with someone else called Travis.
Oh yeah, which is kind of funny.
Haven't talked to them in a long time.
Hmm.
It was one in another house that I was in.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But
On to next topic, I presume.
yeah, we talked about the personalization thing with Unity. I think in the
Well,
parkour combat.
if not, we have a link in the description.
Yeah, that shows off. Yeah, and
It's Go on.
also you should definitely check out open world games for coverage on a lot of different games. They go. That's all their channel is. They go in depth on news, and they're really good at it too. I suggest you check them out. That's what we do. That's what we use for like Assassin's Creed things.
And we wouldn't have the link besides them as well. I didn't know
Yeah,
about
I didn't even know that that existed.
it.
Uh, so I mean,
It shows a
we're
lot.
much.
It shows more than it probably should actually,
Yeah,
in a good way,
they have
supposedly.
they have like 10 videos so far on Unity at least.
Yeah. Uh,
Sometimes they also re-upload their trailers as well, which I don't understand how that's legal actually.
eh,
But anyway,
if they're
moving
compensated,
on.
still.
We'll have a link to a personalization thing officially from Ubisoft's or a Ubisoft official website, and it shows off some of the personalization, including a trailer that you are able to do in Unity.
Mhm.
Anyway, moving on to Zelda 2015.
Yes.
They actually haven't addressed it as like maybe it's just gonna be called Legend of Zelda.
Uh,
I'm not sure.
yeah, I don't know.
They might just be starting over.
To make a note, this isn't Legend of Zelda, the one where they mixed it with another game.
Oh, Hyrule
Yeah,
Warriors.
it's not that one. No,
Yeah, no,
it's
this
an
is the
actual
one that's
story
coming
game
out.
that is open
Yeah,
world.
it's a legit Legend of Zelda title.
We can
It's
also link to the trailer that we saw in the description as well, if you want
Yeah,
to
I
check it
think
out.
that's actually, as far as I know, that's all there is out there.
Yeah,
And I haven't heard much about it.
there's.
And apparently, it came out, or the trailer came out like a couple months ago.
I think it was at E3.
Yeah, you're right. I think it was at E3, so that was like a few months ago. But
There's not really much more that we can say about it besides come up
it just,
trailer. So
yeah, the trailer. I mean, it looks gorgeous already.
the only thing that I want to make a note on is the character. Um, if that is Link, I assume it is. They really did change the design. I hope it's a little different in game though.
Well, that
It's
was
a
like
bit.
his original design before he becomes.
Yeah. No, I meant the color choices that they did. I hope they do a little bit different than that.
I didn't even really notice. I just noticed that that was like his
It
clothes
it,
that
it
he
looked a
has.
bit animated to me. Not necessarily in a good or bad way, just personal preference really.
Also, I don't know why they always do like they're going more like
Cartoon.
Legend of Zelda, yeah, cartoony. They've
Um,
been getting progressively more cartoony with
Actually,
each Legend of Zelda game.
in Skyward Sword, which was the last story game I played, I didn't beat it sadly, but that's meh. Um, they said they crossed the style of Twilight Princess, which is their most dark one, which is the only other one I've actually played and beaten. They crossed that with Wind Waker and got that design, which I think it's a good balance, but I prefer a little bit more darker. I do like that they actually made Zelda like in character rather than, oh, hello, you are a royal. That's all I have to say.
Wait, Zelda, what do you mean in character? Like,
Like, rather than a picture on a wall, she's actually a character and has a part in the story, rather than, hi, you just met me, now do this monumental task.
oh yeah.
The
Which is how every Legend of Zelda game has been, I
This
believe.
one was actually different.
Which one was this?
Skyward Sword. It's
Oh, yeah, I think I saw some of that actually.
um
Yeah, she had like her father was a character too, wasn't he?
yeah, he was the mayor type figure of the town. So she still was technically a royal, but
Yeah.
it's Princess Zelda, come on. So
Have we ever seen her dad in like any of the other games? I don't remember
not
anybody else
that
in Twilight Princess.
not that I know of. It also changed her hair color back to blonde from Twilight Princess as well.
Hmm.
Onward to the next one. We don't really have much.
Yeah, we don't have much to do with that. Not much to do with it. Sorry, we don't have that much information on it. Not much has been out.
Don't
But
have anything.
check out the trailer. It looks really, really good. They've done like open world, like completely open world. That's apparently their vision for this game.
Makes me think of Skyrim in a way, as in the you probably
like you
won't
can if you
have.
can see a place, you can go there.
That's not necessarily what I meant. I meant like if there are loading screens, they are hidden.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
freeloading. If I could, the only downside of the game is the fact that it's only on Wii U as far as I know. Which yeah.
That's a topic for another day. Other opinions on Wii U.
Yes. What was the next topic again?
The Evil Within.
Yeah, that's all you.
Okay, I love the horror genre, and we'll get to more on this after actually this topic. But I have played and seen a few horror games. Well, I've seen a lot more than I've played, but
Don't forget PT.
PT was masterfully done. I don't want to spoil even what it means, but check it out. Just search P period T period. It's a game.
Or
It's the best
if you have
horror
a
game.
PS4, it's free. Download it at the at PlayStation Store.
Yeah.
Don't look up anything about it.
But
Apologies ahead of
that
time.
is the best horror game I have ever seen. It is so well done.
Not even seen, played.
Played, yeah. But anyway,
Also, the first game you played on PS4.
That is true. Well, actually, I think the first game I played on 4 was Need for Speed.
Oh yeah, Need for Speed
yeah.
and all. Yeah, my bad.
But that would probably be the second game I played.
Third,
because also Infamous Second Sons. That's right. But anyway,
another topic for another day.
Regardless, The Evil Within just came out a couple weeks ago. It's a survival horror game. I'm not exactly sure how it is, but it's third person, I believe. Or at least it appears to be. I'm not sure if that's just with the trailer. No, it is third person. I'm going to play it as soon as I get a PS4, and I'm going to get a PS4 before Unity comes out. There's so many games I want to play. There's a lot coming out. They're coming out like at the end of the year.
Yes. Kingdom Hearts as well, and GTA V
for PS4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But,
if it is $60, I won't be getting it most likely.
Yeah, we already have Grand Theft Auto 5 on
3.
PS3. Yeah, so.
I know they're adding new stuff, but I mean that's a little over $100, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, The Evil Within, it's a survival horror game set in third person, and it seems to have something to do with zombies, or at least zombie-like creatures. I'm not exactly sure, but it seems like I don't even know what the story is completely, but It looks really, really good. They have, like, there's crafting in it. I believe you can set up traps for the zombies or whatever they are. It looks like they do some of the story things really well with, like, the certain bosses and everything. There was one where there was this really big dude that was like a butcher or something. And you had to, like, creep around him, and it was so suspenseful. That was one of the trailers. And it did, I believe that was in-game footage. And it looks really good.
Hello.
Hello, you're back?
Yeah.
We could cut that out.
Indeed.
Alright, so Evil Within, you can check that out. I might put a link to a trailer in the description, I don't know. Now, that segues into our next segment, which is...
Or topic.
Topic. Yeah, whatever.
Session.
It's Halloween. I have some horror movies and opinions on what makes a horror movie good, or the horror genre done right. Now, I have a notepad over here.
Oh my gosh. Paper?
No, notepad as in
Oh,
the
notepad.
program.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because if
I
you
don't
didn't,
write. I can barely read my writing sometimes. It's really bad.
I can
Who
read
even
my-
needs to write anymore?
Psychiatrists.
But they could just have
Doctors.
a laptop and they're there, or a tablet even.
True, but I imagine it would appear distracting to the patients.
I don't know, but I
That's
see handwriting just not being used within 20 years.
I also see handwriting not being readable to me as well. Like the handwriting that we do have is atrocious.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
it's-
there's some people that do really good handwriting, but
Like
cursive
besides,
though,
you know,
like cursive is definitely outdated.
they
There's-
actually stopped teaching cursive in schools. as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, I heard about that. And my dad got angry when I told him about that because he thinks everybody is becoming stupid because
Yeah.
of. But
I don't want to comment on that.
no, cursive isn't needed. It's definitely not needed anymore.
Though it is weird that they're doing away with it, and yet you still need to sign cursive in checks and official documents.
Well, signatures, that's one thing. You don't actually. That's not a rule. There are no rules when it comes to official rules in regards to laws. There isn't any official laws or rules regarding signatures other than it's a unique thing that you can repeat
Okay.
every time. And that's the strange thing, though. That's all it needs to be, is something that you can redo over and over. And
Reminds me of
people's
Inception.
handwriting or people's signatures change throughout the years, which defeats the whole entire purpose of a signature to begin with.
I might just be weird, but I kind of think thumbprint and blood, you know?
A thumbprint, yeah, that would be the best thing to use, just a thumbprint.
You can get someone's thumbprint,
If
but-
you like,
and you can
well,
also
yeah, but
get
you could
someone's
also
blood.
just as easily. Actually, it'd be harder, or it would be easier to just replicate a signature than it would be to get someone's thumbprint.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to have special equipment in order to plaster or
Yeah. All
but-
you need to do is
yeah.
just have a paper or just take a picture of their signature somehow,
and
and
practice
you
it
can practice
endlessly.
it. Yeah, and there you go. You got their signature. And the bad thing is, the thing that I don't even understand, I really, really do not understand, is that people's signatures change throughout the years and nobody cares. It's not a big deal.
You either get better at writing or you get worse.
But either way, that defeats the whole purpose of what a signature is supposed to be.
I understand some people not wanting their thumbprint and eye scans and stuff to be shared, but there's aside from passwords, there's kind of no other way that I can think of that would
Yeah, I think a thumbprint or either any fingerprint, thumbprint would probably
I
be
mean
easiest.
a full body exam, you know.
Would be better, but that's way too much technology. No, just
No.
thumbprint
Not
everywhere. That's it. That's
Yeah.
all you need.
not like cut your hand
Oh
and
my god, there's that
do a
sound again.
thumbprint and then.
That sound. I just heard.
I think you're just going insane.
I might be.
And so are the viewers if they hear it too. Like it's not like you're going to like cut your hands, do like the um what is it called? Do the Dark Brotherhood sign on a document and
Oh,
write your name in blood. No. Yeah.
yeah. No. What?
Would be
There is the
interesting,
thing with
but still.
people. What if people don't have hands though? What do they do then?
Good point.
I mean, even with signatures though,
Um,
or people that can't. What's his name do? What do people that literally cannot use their hands?
they
What do
do
they
not
do
have
for
limbs?
signatures? Well,
I,
no,
I,
either just that they can't use their hands or anything effectively. How do they do their
paralyzed people,
signatures?
correct?
Yeah,
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know what
I
they do
guess
for signatures.
if viewers feel so inclined, they can post that in the comments, and we will be it will be much appreciated.
Yeah, definitely.
Please teach us.
All right, we got really off topic
No,
then.
well, besides what I said with
That
the
was the
bloody
handprint thing.
handprint.
I mean, I went from horror movie recommendations to signatures to.
And then I went from listening to we're making a contract with the devil and we're going to do a bloody handprint. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
We're okay. Don't worry.
Okay, so my all-time favorite horror movie has to be Maniac.
Haven't
It's
seen
done. It's done in first person. It was the third and final remake of original one that was done in, I believe it might have first been done in like 1980 or something. I'm not sure. But it's done in first person. It's extremely creepy. It's on the gory side, but
Then again, what isn't?
horror related. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But it's so I think that is what horror movies should be like. That just being in first person, experiencing
Makes me
somebody's
think of
thoughts that's disturbed. That is horror done right. I think that is my favorite aspect of horror.
perspective of horror.
Yeah, perspective. Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, anything done in first person and it's horror related.
I
It's
haven't
just-
seen any first-person horror movies actually.
Most creepypastas though, they're done in first person. Most-
Well, yeah, I suppose. Oh, yeah, I get. Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, I thought
Yeah.
you meant like literally the camera is first person.
Well, that is in Maniac. That is what's happening too.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, first person is just you being a person and experiencing what they experience.
And you're first.
Oh my god. I keep throwing things around. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Um
Just throw things.
but yeah, just I don't know. I find psychological thrillers especially to just be really interesting. Being inside someone's mind that's disturbed is that's just it's creepy and it's
Eerie.
Yeah,
It's uncanny rather.
yeah, exactly. It's just that has to be my favorite type of horror.
You have more recommendations. I have a few, but
Right.
if you have more, then
Yeah, I
Well-
have two more. The next is your next.
no.
It's-
Well, I am next, but
No, the movie quote unquote your next.
okay.
It's one of those horror movies where it's home invasion basically. There's these people with like pig masks that come in and terrorize these people. This family that's coming in. I forget, they're like at some kind of vacation home or something, I think, if I remember right. But it's a fun movie to watch too. It's just
Fun?
violence and
I think
it
fun
can
might
be
be the
funny,
wrong
it's-
word.
Huh?
Fun
Well,
might be
it's-
the wrong word.
Well, you know what I mean.
I do, but considering how some people are with video games in general, you might want to be careful.
Well, yeah, but I wouldn't say this is anywhere near like my favorite. I mean, the only favorite horror movie I have is, like I said, Maniac. I There's not many horror movies that I've seen that I've gone, oh my god, I need to recommend this to so many people. That was great. Horror movies, there's just not that many really good ones.
I've only ever seen 2 movies that I've actually recommended.
Really.
Hmm. I'll say that after you finish.
All right, and then next, I know that a lot of people really don't like this movie, especially since it was a remake that sort of changed things of the original about the original. But Evil Dead,
Never heard of it.
The latest remake of Evil Dead. I'm not sure if there actually was another remake. I think this is the only one. But it's basically these kids take I think this chick was like on drugs or something, and she was going into withdrawal. So to have her secluded from everyone, they took her into this one like vacation house in the woods, and it like barely has power, and it's extremely secluded. They took her there so that she would have no possible way to access drugs or anything. And while there, they found like this Book of the Dead or something, and witches are involved, and it's a really gory movie. I wouldn't say there's many jump scares, but it's a lot of really cool looking violence-y stuff.
I'll have to see that.
But
Well, all those, I suppose.
yeah, that's the end of my list. There's not many others. I mean, there's also like The Conjuring and stuff that I've seen, but
I
those
believe you like Paranormal Activity as well.
Paranormal Activity. I do love Paranormal Activity, but I can see why so many people don't like it, and it is pretty cliche.
I think I'll pass on that one.
But yeah, those are my only 3 that I had. So your turn, I guess.
Oh, okay. Well, first I'm gonna do the horror recommendations, and then the other movies that I've actually watched, and then felt like I need to recommend this to most people I know.
All right.
So first off, all of the Nightmare on Elm Streets, all of them.
Right.
And also all of Hellraiser as well.
I don't actually know. I haven't ever actually seen Hellraiser. What is that?
Have you heard of Pinhead?
I think I have heard
Yeah,
of them,
it's
but I don't know.
you need to watch them. I think there's 3 or 4 maybe. I'm not sure.
I think I've only ever seen one Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
They're all good. Though some of the special effects is a bit I mean they are old, but
Yeah,
they do
dated.
age. They do age well though.
Okay.
At least from what I remember. I haven't seen them in about a year, so. And alright, that's all the horror movie recommendations technically. And then there is the movies that I would like to recommend. The first one actually is a horror movie, and it did get me pretty good. The Skeleton Key.
Oh, I haven't heard that one either.
It's about this girl mostly, and she goes to a house, and that's all I'm going to tell you.
Wow.
Yeah.
A girl who
it's
goes
on
to a house.
it's on Netflix, or at least I watched it on Netflix. So
Okay. Yeah, I might watch that.
and also another person that's seen this, they didn't really think it was that good. They thought it was more so strange, if anything. But I thought it was really good. Might be because it was just like AM something at night when I was watching it.
Yeah, that might be a contributing factor.
Probably, yeah. Mr. Nobody.
Mr. Nobody.
Yep.
Wow, these are all movies that I've never heard of.
Yeah, same with yours. And I believe that's all.
You're gonna have to repeat and give me a list on Skype or something afterward.
Yes, I will.
Now on to Halloween.
I forgot. 2 movies. My bad. Silence of the Lambs, and also the sequel, which I believe is called Hannibal.
Yes,
It does matter what order you watch them in. I would watch
I
Silence of the
have
Lambs
seen.
first.
I've seen Silence of the Lambs. That's like one of my parents' all-time favorite movies.
It was good. It could be better, as with everything mostly. So,
Yeah, that was.
um,
It's been a couple years since I last saw it though, but yeah, that was good.
uh,
Um,
I believe the next segment is
well, now that you have brought up Hannibal, have you? There's the TV series that just
no,
started last year.
Blacklist.
No, Hannibal.
Oh,
It's literally called Hannibal.
I haven't seen it.
Um, it's so good.
I
The
haven't
way it's
seen any
done,
of it.
the way it's done is, I mean, it's super gory, by the way.
Well, I
But
mean,
I think
Hannibal
that's
is a can. Well, oh my god.
Hannibal is a cannibal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I really didn't want to say that,
but it doesn't. The story is about him,
but
like
most likely as
mainly
a
about
person,
him.
right?
But it's from the view of other people.
Hmm.
We don't actually see what he does. We see the results of what he does.
Yeah, you don't see the action, you see the outcome.
Yeah. And the way it's done is that you still know that he's the main character somehow. You still feel like he is extremely important. You're not rooting against him necessarily, but at the same time you are at certain parts.
Well,
It's it's
how
really well done.
how couldn't you? I mean, it's partly justified, um, and then partly there's the fact that he's a cannibal. So
Yeah. And I mean the dialogue in this, oh my god. It is so the I don't even follow some of it. It's so well written and so smart. And so it's just wow. It's really, 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 really good. It is the best dialogue in anything I have ever heard. It's
hmm.
so well written. Because he's a psychologist in this, and that's where you mostly see him.
He's a psychologist in the others as well, or a previous psychologist, I suppose.
Ah. But yeah, that's where you mostly see him. Um, but yeah, in the end was, oh my god, you do need to watch that. I cannot recommend that series enough. It is so good.
Is it on Netflix?
It might be, I don't know.
We're not trying to endorse Netflix, just we have
It
Netflix.
it could be on Hulu though because
Uh,
it was
Hulu
like
isn't
it's
free,
actually it's not
so
a cable. Well, it might be a cable thing, but it's like
it was probably HBO.
no, it wasn't though. It's like one of the regular networks. It wasn't like a movie channel.
Oh wow. Well, I
But
mean, it's not a
it
movie,
which
so
is
yeah.
weird. I'm pretty sure that's where it was on. I don't think it was on any movie channels.
I'll have to look into it.
I think it was actually like on Fox or something. I'm not sure.
We might put an official like list of the recommendations in the description as well.
Yeah.
No promises though.
And now that we're on the topic of that, there is one other show, sort of the same, that I have to recommend, and that's Bates Motel.
Hmm.
It's a lot more tame than Hannibal, but it is a lot more on the psychological thriller side. Have you ever heard of Norman Bates?
No.
Well, I'm pretty sure he was a real life serial killer. Actually, I'm not sure if he was or not, but he was basically like, I don't even know if I want to say much. Well, he was, I guess,
No,
like,
you might as well save it. You know.
yeah, but it's a lot more psychological thriller, and it does it really well.
Hmm.
You really see what it's like to be him, but
First person thing, as you were saying previously.
it's not actually first person though. But it
I
is
meant as
done.
in the perspective of you get
Yeah,
to know the character,
yeah,
their
you
actions.
really get to know him, and it's it's really good. Now I think that's all right,
Um,
and then we have
yeah,
the
next sec-
next,
yeah.
yeah, the next topic, which is Halloween stories.
I just have I I don't know. It's not really a story.
So
Hello.
you're not going to.
It's not like a something you say at a campfire. It's
No, no, these aren't actually. Sorry, I'm talking about like sort of personal stories.
Oh
It's not
yeah,
actually
yeah.
like
Okay.
I'm
Not,
not talking
not
about
like
like
Johnny
made
went
up
into the
stories or something.
woods and he came out with a fish taco. No, not like that.
How horrifying!
I know. I don't even like tacos.
I don't like fish tacos.
How would you know?
I like tacos. I just don't like fish tacos. I've never actually tried a fish taco though,
Oh,
so I could be wrong. But that just sounds gross.
I didn't mean raw fish. Jeez.
Uh, which was probably what Johnny came out of the forest with.
Yeah, it was literally a fish in between taco. He's just like, why is it in
It
my
wasn't.
hand?
It
What?
wasn't even tacos. It was just his hand pressed together like a taco on the fish,
Yeah, yeah. I believe he had a
and then
screw
he
for eye
started to
as
eat his
well.
hands.
No, just one. Just
Just one hand.
yeah, the hand that the taco hand.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I see. It's like cupped.
Well, yeah, like a crab claw.
Yeah.
Um, we were saying, I promise. Well, yeah. Anyway, you were saying?
I might have forgotten my story actually. There was this one Halloween. This is like the only story I have, but there was this one Halloween a couple years back. Um, I mean, I haven't actually gone trick or treating in like 4 years.
Probably for a good reason.
Uh, but
I agree.
uh, a couple years back, I did this thing where I think I dressed up and sat in a chair,
Hmm.
with candy, like
Ew.
holding candy. It was like, yeah, it was in a bowl. It wasn't like just on my lap or something where everyone had to reach. That
Oh
would be
my
very
god.
creepy, and I'm pretty sure no one would come to our house, and we'd probably have the authorities there. But
Oh
no,
man.
it was I was there was like a bowl of candy, and I would sit there like I wasn't real,
I'm
like
an
I
animate
was
object.
an inanimate object,
Yeah.
exactly. And then I would scare people whenever I came and got candy.
Hmm.
But there was this one like little kid that came up there, and
What?
huh?
Continue. My bad.
No, I had to like I didn't know what to do because I could not move because this kid it was a really little kid. They would have gotten terrified because they were even like scared coming up there, right?
Oh
They
man.
were really scared coming up there to begin with. And the parent knew what I was going to do. I guess they had seen me before. And
Or they just saw your eyes rather.
they just like told me basically not to move
If you do anything, I'm going to kill you.
before yeah, before their kid came up. I think she had approached me and said not to move. So I had to sit there like trying to not even breathe because I was going to like give this kid nightmares for the rest of their
Oh
life.
my goodness.
I ended up nothing happened, and I apparently I'm really good as an inanimate object.
Yeah, you are. I I would be very tempted to move. Well, if it wasn't a little kid, I would be. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I scared everyone else,
Yeah, everyone
or at
else.
least tried to. But
So, how many
that's
people didn't get scared by you?
I don't even remember. That's the only thing that stood out was
Oh yeah,
that
yeah,
what I told
yeah.
you. I
Yeah,
don't
I
even
mean,
really remember the rest.
I wouldn't expect you to remember anything else, considering something like that happened.
Yeah.
Um, Mine is kind of like that, but the opposite. Um, I was, it was like when I was 8 or 6 or something. I have no idea. Um, so I was walking home with my dad, I believe, to the car. We like parked kind of on the side of the road, and we're walking there, and we just hear people screaming in front of us. Because everyone's going in the same direction. You know what I mean?
The heck, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the conga line. Um, so like we know something's up, but still, we just keep walking in the direction. They're screaming from the direction we're going to as well. Wow, it sounds like there's gonna be like a dead person or something.
I know it does. It sounds like there's somebody getting killed over there.
Well, if there was,
And
they're
everybody
walking
just
towards
keeps
it.
walking over there, calmly walking over there.
Yep.
Like, hey, there's a dead body. There's a couple of people screaming over there, but that's okay. That's Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
They're always like that.
They were just psychotic. That's all. Um, so we get to it. Oh, it's like there's a fork in the road. There's a stop sign. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think I do. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we parked on the left side of the fork. You know, on the next road. So we get to like the stops. We're walking on the road, of course. We're not on the sidewalk. There's no sidewalk. So we're
Oh,
on the
okay.
road. We're walking, and there's still some people around, and just all of a sudden, this guy comes out of the ditch,
The
yelling
heck?
in a ghillie suit. You know the suits that snipers wear?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, like he scared all of the people around us.
Well, I would too if a guy camouflaged
Yeah,
came out of a
yeah,
ditch screaming.
yeah, and yeah, and our car was like not even like two very small basketball fields away as well. So yeah, that's all. It's like the opposite of your story, kind of.
What did he do after he scared you? Just like
Yeah, he
calmly
just laid
go
back
back?
down. No joke.
Wow,
Mhm.
that's crazy.
And I was like 6 or something, mind you.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
Well,
Well,
he's
I
doing
mean,
it to everyone, so you know,
yeah.
equality. I hate you all. Yes.
Like at a house is one thing, but like just
In the
in the
road.
middle of
Yeah.
nowhere, that's not.
Well, you know the street going to my house, right? The long one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was like the gutter pipe, and he was laying in the leaves.
Wow.
It was like that's the only Halloween story I remember. Like the only one that I can actually
Yeah, I
recall.
think that's the only one that. Well, the one I told is really the only one of any significance.
I remember going trick or treating some, but besides that, nothing noteworthy. Although, no, that's not Halloween related. So I believe that wraps this up. Untitled podcast.
Yeah.
UP.
Hopefully, it will be titled.
This is up. Oh, crap.
Oh my God! You destroyed my dinger. I have a bell sitting on my table, and
Ding.
he just like sucker punched it, and it exploded.
Yes, I'm God. I'm sorry, you didn't know.
Wow.
You heard nothing.
Oh my God.
I guess this is the end of the podcast thing, correct?
Yep.
All right.
So
Goodbye.
happy Halloween.
Don't kill anyone, or at least if you do,
try
don't
not
blame
to.
us.
If you do, drag them to your house afterwards and put a knife in their hands or any kind of weapon. Really, make
Actually,
sure
I
you
heard
wipe your fingerprints off of it first.
I heard the best way to get rid of a body is to put him in a trunk with chemicals like bleach and stuff and light it on fire.
I heard the best way is to use acid, a la Breaking Bad.
True. Okay. Bathtub. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although.
Except don't let Jesse do it
Yeah,
because
Jesse.
and don't use a bathtub either because acid will eat through that, and then you'll have a real mess.
And then you'll have to sell your house, and there will be people walking through, and
they're like, "Oh, what happened? Why is there blood and acid there?" And
well, they don't know it's
why
blood
is
acid.
there?
They just think it's like tomato sauce or something, probably.
And then somebody like tried to eat it and it burns through their mouth.
Well, that and the fact it's blood and guts and
What does I imagine blood actually tastes like copper or something like?
no iodine, yes, or not metallic taste, yeah.
Yeah,
It does. Have you never licked your cut or anything?
I have, and
Did you
I've
know
tasted my
that-
blood before, but I don't actually taste anything from my own blood. It just tastes like nothing really.
Oh. Did you know that so saliva is actually a good disinfectant type. Well, not disinfectant, but it's like Neosporin in a way, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And for those of you that don't know what Neosporin is, I'm sorry, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
I hope you don't
how
get
you're-
cut, I guess.
Yeah. But if you get stung by a jellyfish, pee on it.
No, have
Not
someone
the-
else pee on it, rather.
Well, yeah, have someone else pee on it. I don't know if your own
Prefer-
urine will do
though.
anything.
And then there was silence.
All right, well, I'm ignoring that.
I didn't hear anything. The bell. You can't push the bell now, too.
I can't even.
Ding!
I don't know what I'm gonna do. Ding, bye.